Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for What Are They Thinking? So we've got these three beautiful groups. We've got group 1, group 2, group 3 with these hand embroidered cards which I have made. They're also available on my Etsy shop if anyone is interested in purchasing them. They are intention cards, so you can put them in your wallet, your pillow, under your pillow, or in your purse. And if you want to, see the reviews and see how people have seen results with them, definitely do check out my Etsy shop. But I thought they'd be super cute and decorative for this reading, so that's why I've put them there. And essentially, whichever pile you're most drawn to is going to be the reading for you. So think about, the person, which I'm sure you already have in your mind, and we're going to have a look, and I'm going to give you the messages for what they are thinking alongside spirit guides. So they're going to help me, which is why I said we are going to have a look. Alright, so group 1 right here, group 2, and group 3. Just so that some of you know which decks these are, because I get so many questions. This here is essentially like a copycat version of Rider-Waite. This is the original Rider-Waite, and then this is Trip-in-Waite, just for those of you that ask in the comment section below. Also in the description box below is information for a free reading giveaway. If you'd like to win a free reading with me, definitely do check that out. It's always in there. And also in the description box there's also information for private paid readings as well, which I offer, and they're usually done in 24 to 48 hours, usually 24 hours, but I have to say 48 hours just in case. So all that information is always there, as well as the link to my Etsy shop where you can find these embroidered cards or even bracelets. I sell a lot of intention bracelets. This is the Moon Energy bracelet. Again, check out the reviews, check out the listings, have a browse around. There's never any pressure for you to buy anything, but it's my, my creative work. I love doing it, and I thought I would share it with you. And it's all very spiritually based as well. Also have a Patreon if anyone would like to become a Patreon, but that's always in the description box below. Let's begin, right? Let's begin with group number 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm very carefully going to move out all the other groups to the side. I have some other decks just sitting on the side here, so I'm just going to move those as well. Okay. All right, group number 1. Let's have a look and see what are they thinking, right? What is this person thinking? I'm just going to take a sip of my water. All right, so I'm going to shuffle and we're going to do a 12 card spread. Let's see what's coming through and what messages I can give to you. What are they thinking? Now this is in regards to love, remember, so I feel like I kind of forgot to mention that somewhere along the lines. Also this card just went flying in the opposite direction, but this is really quite interesting in so many ways, because it's almost like a push and pull kind of energy that I'm picking up on, and it's almost like you're always kind of wondering what this person's thinking, because you might not be necessarily shown this through their actions. They might not be always telling you or showing you how they feel towards you, and so you might be thinking in your mind, look at that, 7 of Cups, it's a proper thinking energy. The 7s are all about reflection in tarot, so I'm not surprised that this card has come out. But on the flip side, you can see that it's almost as though you don't have the full picture as to what they're thinking. So it's something you do a lot, and also they do a lot as well, because that's what's coming through in this particular reading. Strength card, 7 of Cups. Actually, let's do this and just sort of blend the card in as well. We've got the first card I did see was the 10 of Wands, so I feel like it's only fair that we put that card down there. And let's put the Knight of Swords with it as well. All of this is intuitively based when I place the cards. However, I do want to mention that technically when we do a spread, all of the cards, they link to one another anyways. It's like, one card from here to here, they could just link. So they all make sense collectively. Okay, we got the Moon. Yeah, look at that. There's a push and pull energy, hot and cold energy. Again, not surprised to see that. You know why I said that is because I saw the 10 of Wands, and then I also saw the Lovers, and the Lovers is ruled by Gemini. Gemini is about the twins, right? It's about sort of two sides to something, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it can become not so great, you know? The Lovers, Hanged Man, and the Tower. We have got here, out of 8 cards, 5 are major arcanas, and that's huge energy to be dealing with. We'll get these other 4 cards out in a minute, but I do want to talk about these 8 that we have on the table right now, because I feel like they're very, very important. So we'll go through the other 4 a little bit later on, and you'll see how they also connect to the spread as well, because I think it's interesting for you to see when I talk about certain things and then I shuffle the cards, and then those cards could just reflect upon what I already said. I think that that's really exciting to see in a reading, because then you can see how, you know, a tarot reader could work and how they work. So I think that would be interesting for you as well to see that. So, you know, the Strength card here really shows that this person is definitely thinking about becoming stronger. They want to become stronger in their own energy. They feel like they are not good enough. They do feel quite burdened, like with that 10 of Wands and that fiery energy that we see here. The Strength card being ruled by Leo, I love that energy. I really do love the Leo energy so much, because it's an embodiment of power and personality and character, but also the Leo energy is about taming fears. And I feel like this person, whether they're a Leo or not, you know, this is not necessarily to do with the star signs, although you might be able to find their star sign somewhere in here. It really is a very strong embodiment of them wanting to become much more clear in their thoughts, knowing exactly what they want, how they want it, when they want it. They just want to be stronger and better. Like, better is the word that keeps coming through. It's almost like they don't feel good enough, right? Do you guys know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes we see someone and we feel like we're just not good enough. We're like, that person is so out of our league or something like that. This is how that person feels. And there's been a hot and cold sort of scenario where you might feel like one second they show that they're really warm towards you, or they have shown interest towards you, and the next second they might not show or reciprocate that interest back, and it makes us think, really? Really? Why? You know what I mean? It just gets confusing. It confuses us. So the way in which they're thinking and they're acting is confusing to you, and it's understandable, because this is what they're doing. And I think sometimes when you can see it literally in front of you, you can realize that, wow, you know, that is really what's going on. And that's how, you know, this person is kind of doing things and also thinking things. Now, the thing is, the action and the words kind of are going hand in hand right now, which is, and their thoughts, sorry, their actions, their words and their thoughts are hand in hand, which is why I am seeing a lot of this. It's very, very hot and cold. Their thoughts are very hot and cold, which can also affect their actions, and why their actions, perhaps for some of you, have been hot and cold. Now, if this is someone that you've had really genuinely no contact with and you're just wondering what they're thinking, they definitely are thinking a lot of thoughts that are to do with themselves, okay, to do with themselves. And then once they start to feel better about themselves, okay, and this happens sort of like on a rota where they may not feel so good about themselves one day, and then the next day they're feeling a little bit better about themselves, and just when they're feeling a little bit better about themselves, they start to think of you more. And that's the thing, the stronger they feel within themselves, the more they sort of think about you. But then what happens is that this tower moment happens, and then they start to feel like it's too intense, and then they start to feel bad about themselves again, or start to feel like they need to become stronger. It's a cycle, is what I'm seeing. So it's almost, let me just explain that again, because for some of you that might get a little bit confused with what I'm saying, because I feel like I'm confusing myself as well, and I just want to make sure that I'm, you know, saying it in the proper sort of sense. The moon is about cycles and phases, so essentially what's happening right now is that this person does have feelings towards you with the Lovers, but it's like a cycle where they have these feelings, and then, you know, their feelings towards you are growing, but then they don't feel so good within themselves, and they don't feel they're good enough, so everything starts to sort of backtrack and go back down to that same point. Then they have feelings, we get to this point, they don't feel good enough, it comes back down again. That's the cycle that I'm really seeing here. and that affects their thoughts and their thought process. Do they want things to open up with you? Absolutely. You know, the Seven of Cups shows that. But are they struggling with themselves right now? Yes, which is the reason why things here are going in a cycle. If this resonates with you, you have to tell me, because it's such a specific message, I feel. And I know that the question here is, what are they thinking? But the thing is, what they are thinking is related to how they feel and how their actions are going. So I know that it can be so confusing to think, like, Moonlight, I just want to know what they're thinking. Well, this is what they're thinking. And this is also how their thoughts are affecting their actions, and how their thoughts are affecting the actions in which they show you what they feel, right? It all links, Even though it's one question, we're getting so much more information out, because naturally that's just what's going to happen, right? So you're kind of getting an inkling as to what they're also feeling, their actions, whether they like you. You're getting all of that in one reading, not just, you know, this is what they're thinking, this is what they're thinking, this is what they're thinking. Back to the thoughts though, I will say that they do feel quite burdened, okay? But this is again stemming from within themselves, which is why it affects how they are treating you, or what they're thinking in regards to you. This person, however, does feel that you are so much stronger. You are, in a way, so much more, you've got it together more. And this person does have love for you deep down there. But again, they keep going in a cycle, you know, so that's, again, really affecting their thoughts in regards to you. And also, the Hanged Man here shows that they are awakening. So with every cycle that they keep going through, they're awakening on a strong sort of level, but it definitely takes a lot of learning to get to that point. They're definitely realizing that they have a lot to work through. This can be baggage from the past, this could be baggage that they have maybe recently accumulated, or it could be from childhood. And they know they have to work through all of this. They know they have to get through all of this to become stronger and to become, much more, in a way, I guess, fulfilled within themselves. Okay, so what they're thinking right now is that I need to get myself together. If I want love, I need to get myself together. I need to work through this burden, this baggage, this stuff that I have collected. I need to work through it, and I want to work through it. You know, I want to become emotionally more clear. I want to become stronger. I want to feel like the Hanged Man, where I don't necessarily have to worry about certain things from my past. This is what they're thinking, because they know they want to move forward, right? The Knight of Swords, what are they thinking? They want to move forward with their life. They don't want to be stuck in this cycle. They do not want to be stuck with this burden. The Moon, right? It does show challenges that they are facing themselves right now. But the Moon also showcases strong feelings that they have for you. But again, because they're stuck in that cycle, trust me, every time they pass through that cycle, their feelings do get stronger for you. But also this feeling of, I need to break this cycle, and I need to, work on me. And remember, working on yourself is not just something you can just say, okay, yep, cool, I'm going to work on myself today, and tomorrow everything is going to be like perfect. It's step by step. Really is step by step. It takes those little baby steps to happen. But at least they're on the path of thinking this. That's the important thing. At least they're thinking it, and they're not pushing everything away completely. The Tower here shows a big change. Ooh, that Mars energy. I tell you, the Mars energy is about things, crumbling. Demolition, should I say. But you know what the good news is about a demolition? Is it's about taking out the old and putting in the new. A beautiful new tower can be built in this place. It's about those demons escaping, the baggage being handled. Wow, that was such like that was a phrase that I feel like you'd hear at an airport or something. But the tower here is very powerful, because it really shows that they want all of these demons to escape. They really want a lot of their burdens. They're not so, happy energies. They want it all to go. They don't want to keep dealing with it. And you know what? That is such a powerful, powerful thought to have. There is acknowledgement here, which I think is good. Now, the reason I keep telling you what they are thinking is because this is what they are thinking. And a lot of what they're thinking is to do with themselves and with a lot of these issues that I feel they have going on. They may not necessarily express a lot of these emotions, even to people very close to them. So I just want you to know that this is quite personal to them. I know that you wouldn't, but I definitely wouldn't advise, going to them and being like, okay, I just found out that you have X, Y, and Z issues. How can I help? Probably not the wisest thing to do that. I'm just saying that as me just trying to tell you guys just in case, but it's for them to fight this battle, and they will. And to be honest, the better they understand this within themselves, the better it is for them, because they understand this themselves. You know what I mean? So the moon here is just very, very powerful on so many levels. So many levels. Wow. I feel like also with each full moon that goes by, they're going to just become emotionally so much more aware of themselves. And the moon and the hangman card link to each other in a very specific way. I feel like the two of you have a spiritual connection. And what I mean by that is it could be a soulmate connection, it could be a twin flame connection, it could be a past life connection. I just really strongly believe that, especially since, let's go back to the moon and the hangman. The hangman is ruled by Neptune. The moon is ruled by Pisces. The home sign for Neptune, right, which is the spiritual planet, should we say, is Pisces. Last year we had Neptune retrograding in the sign of Pisces. That was huge, because what it allowed for was, when Neptune then went direct, it allowed for so many people who have spiritual connections to either come together or to meet those spiritual people. And we're seeing a lot of that effect in 2020, right? Where people are awakening now. And we've got those two cards here, which is absolutely incredible, because it really does, again, relate to the retrograde that we had. Sorry if I'm speaking a little bit broken, from one word to another. It's just because I'm trying to channel these messages as I'm getting it out to you. Otherwise, there's going to be huge pauses in between, and I'm not sure what is worse. So, yeah, the Lovers definitely shows here a deep spiritual bond and a deep spiritual connection. The Lovers is just so important on multiple levels, because the Lovers, of course, being represented by Gemini, is an energy of them thinking two ways. But also it shows that they want to be stronger. They want to be on the same wavelength and the same, same wavelength and the same page as you. And they want things to grow, right? We've got trees with fruits. You've got flowers. You've got leaves. You've got the sun shining. They just want the sun to shine. And also, this person does have respect for you. They have this love in their heart, deep down there for you. They want things to get better, but they also feel like this person feels that you deserve the world, okay? You do not deserve the glass to be half full or half empty, however, you look at it, or however they look at it, because there's that debate, isn't there? Is the glass, is it half empty or is it half full? You guys let me know. I always feel like it's half full. I used to always say it's half empty, but then I kind of changed my ways of thinking of that. But they think you deserve 100%, not 50%. And that's why they really want to also get stronger, because they want to be able to have something really strong in terms of love and a relationship, and they want to be able to give what you deserve, or what anyone deserves, which is 100%. And because they don't feel 100%, they want to get to 100%. Knight of Swords is all about getting somewhere, and it's also about really, going in a good pace. They do want to get there quite quickly. So it's not like they're going to dawdle around and just not do anything. They do have this, like, I need to get there. But they keep going in cycles right now. And as they keep going through these cycles, they're going to realise more and more, stronger and stronger. As I told you, I have got to get it together now. To the point where then they'll start to work through their things, step by step. And the Tower shows things demolishing. Sometimes things have to fall apart to get stronger again. And that's what I'm seeing this person essentially going through. They're going to go through this immense shift and cycle and change. To be honest, if they don't go through this, then, it's hard, because the shift and the breaking of the cycle is not going to happen. So actually this is very important, and I think in many ways it's quite necessary as well. And for some of you might feel like, oh my god, it's so crazy to see the tower, I don't want the tower to be here. I totally understand. I don't want the tower to be here either, but actually the tower is a blessing. The tower is a blessing from the universe, and the tower is very, very necessary for us to have here. So I know that many of you probably don't like the look of the tower, but let's just take a minute for this tower, because I think that it's exceptionally important that we do have it here. It's a blessing. You know, the universe is trying to protect what we have here, and also this sort of connection, because there is progression. Right? There's progression, and also their thoughts are going to manifest to the point where they actually do take much more action, not just within themselves, but also this connection, which I think for many of you it's been quite important to also know that in your mind, right? So it's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. I like what we're seeing. I do. I like what we're seeing. It may not seem like the most ideal situation in the entire world, but I would say it's quite good. So that's okay, right? It's okay. It's okay. Let's see what else is coming through. Card just flipped over. Let me show you guys. Ace of Swords. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not going to sneeze. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so right now they're keeping a lot of these thoughts to themselves, like I said before. So I'm not surprised by any of these two cards coming through. But one thing I didn't exactly mention was the fact that this person really wants to communicate with you a lot more, right? Especially with that Knight of Swords. They really want to do a lot more of something right there. They want to work on themselves. They want to, really go at it, and they will. But they also want to communicate with you a lot, and that air sign energy really showcases that, along with the Ace of Swords. Okay, they want to communicate with you more. They want to be able to give you more peace, more clarity, and actually show you much more. But right now, they're keeping their thoughts to themselves. So it's just something I want you guys to know, that they do want to communicate with you more. It's just they're keeping a lot of their thoughts to themselves. But this could be the kind of communication that just makes you feel like you know where you stand. And also, it's almost like they want to give you some form of clarity as to where you stand, but also they want to talk about fun things. They want to talk about other things, like getting to know you more. Even if you've known this person for a while, they want to get to know you more. Especially for those of you that perhaps don't know this person very well. Again, they want to get to know you more, and they want to really understand you, and how they also need to work on themselves to then be also able to sort of align with you and be on the same page as you, because it's important for them to know where you stand so that they know where they stand, right? So it's sort of working in parallel, but that's what the Ace of Swords here is showing. It's showing clarity, it's showing some form of honesty as well. So I do feel that they will be honest with you eventually, but right now they're holding a lot of that in. So, just thought I would mention that. But it's a powerful ace, very, very powerful ace. Just notice something. We have a lot of valleys, or mountains, should I say, in these cards, right? And there's that phrase like, oh, it could, what's that phrase about the mountain? Oh my god, don't tell me I've forgotten the phrase. It's like climbing a mountain, it's difficult. Especially in the background, you have got these challenges. You can't even see it actually on the Strength card. Let me just show you. Right, you've got the mountains in the background right there. You've got the mountainish landscape in the back there. You've got it here in the Lovers card. You've got it in the Ace of Swords card. I mean, it's just a subtle thing that I've noticed, but mountains are hard to climb, generally. So, this is a mountain to climb for this person. That's what they're thinking. They have a lot to work on, and they're really trying their best. They really are, So I thought I'd let you know that. They feel like they are trying their absolute best in this situation. That's also what they're thinking. They know they have a mountain to still climb. There we go. Judgment card. Judgment's ruled by Pluto. Okay, so this is a very strong card. Remember, you're protected by the universe in many ways. You may not feel that way, But everything happening right now is happening for a reason, and we talked about that with the Tower card. It's all happening for a specific purpose. We may not understand that purpose right now, but we will later on down in life. Judgment is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is a dwarf planet, let me just say. It's so easy to just, say, oh, it's a planet, but it's a dwarf planet, which is all about transformations, right? Transformations. And what are they thinking? They want to transform, but they also want to transform the situation with you as well. So once they become stronger and they transform the situation within themselves, they can transform things around and with you as well. So Judgment here, it was really showcasing a very strong energy in regards to that, and it's also showing this angel above, divine protection, which is again exceptionally and incredibly strong. Judgment. Let's just be very honest, they're definitely thinking a lot of things to do with themselves, but also to do with you. And also to do with love. They want love in their future. They want something really beautiful and something that is on the same wavelength, and they know they need to work through to that level, and that's what they're going to do. I see things here really transforming, especially with the Tower and that 10 of Wands that we see. And they're going to break the cycle. If anything, that's a huge indicator that the cycle is going to break, especially with these two major arcanas. By the way, we've got so many major arcanas here. I think it's a big telltale sign that there's something major. There you go, Emperor. This is major, all right? Look at this. This is them perhaps withholding and keeping their emotions in, because the Emperor is not the most emotional person in the world, right? But this is definitely them slowly but surely showing you their actions. They're thinking about really working on themselves, and the Emperor goes after what they want. Right now, that is them wanting to sit on the throne like an emperor and feel much more confident and stronger, but eventually this is also them chasing and pursuing you more. Because the Emperor is dressed in armor, and that is the action of it all. That's what I'm seeing. So this is what they're thinking. A lot of this stems in regards to thoughts about themselves and how they want to get stronger, but also they are thinking about you at the same time. And I think that is quite important that we've picked up on. So did that even make sense? I think that's quite important that we picked up on all of this, because once they become stronger within themselves, they become stronger towards you. And that is actually a blessing from the universe. You just don't want someone to, go the opposite direction and not work on themselves and then come to you, because they'll be confused within themselves. And we don't want them to be confused within themselves. We want them to be really understanding of themselves first and then come to you, because then they're clear within themselves and they're clear about you, right? It just works hand in hand, and it works to be on the same wavelength and the same page, which I think is just so important. So that is what we are seeing right there. Obviously very, very important on so many levels. Right, so we have finished your reading, group number 1. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and definitely do check out the description box below, as I mentioned, and also I hope you have a lovely day or night whenever you are watching this video, and definitely take care of yourself as well. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to group number 2. Alright, group number 2. Let's have a look and see what's coming in terms of the messages for you. So what are they thinking? So this is someone romantically that you're thinking about, and you're wondering, what are they thinking? Well, I'm here to go into their mind to sort of give you an idea as to what they're thinking with tarot, of course. So let's have a look. This is the Rider-Waite deck, and we're going to do a 12 card spread. I'm just going to put that down there. I hope it's not off center or wonky or anything like that. We'll see. Okay, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? What are they thinking? Oh, okay. That is such a huge chunk of cards. Do you know what? Let's take them. I think we should take them. We should take them. Okay. So, let's begin. 5 of Pentacles. They feel lonely. There's no other way to put it. It's almost like they feel lonely. They feel like they're missing out. They feel left out in the cold. You know, they feel like things are happening and they are just left out. They definitely don't feel good. It almost feels to me like they just feel really alone. Missing you, maybe. Okay, right. That. Okay, yeah. There's definitely a missing energy that's coming through here. It almost seems to me like, you know, 5 to the 6 of Pentacles here is progress, right? Going from one to the other. So this 5 of Pentacles, as I mentioned, shows loneliness, that this person does feel lonely. They don't necessarily feel good in their energy in regards to this card. They definitely feel like they haven't got everything together and they want to get everything together. The 6 of Pentacles here shows that they really want to become much more balanced. They want to, also this can be to do with finances, right? Becoming much more financially stable. But it's almost, I feel personally that this person is missing you. And they also want to sort of get that area of their life back on track. They want to get that area much more stable, much more balanced, but also their finances as well. So there's a sort of like an overall energy that I see here, which is them thinking, I want to get my finances back on track, I want to get my love life back on track, but I also don't want to feel lonely. So it's almost like they really want to build a connection and build a relationship. Now, for those of you already in a relationship, this is about, you know, really balancing the relationship and actually making it stronger and better in many ways. Not that it's not already better, but like, you know what I mean, where, especially for those of you that are in a strong connection, it's about it getting stronger than it already is. So that's really what I'm seeing here. This is a very open reading, because what I'm seeing is that this person here, it's almost like they want to build something. They want things to be stronger, they want things to be better, but they want to take the action and initiative to do so. It's almost like they're thinking, I need to do this now, you know, I really do. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this, it's the time for you to be watching this reading, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there you go. They want commitment, they want stability, they crave that. You know, they really do crave that. So they want things to become much more stable here. But with this Queen of Pentacles energy, they really crave that home sense. It's like they want to build a home and make things come together so that they feel that comforting energy and they don't feel left out and alone and unsupported in many ways. I also feel this person misses you. And even if you're together, the person can still miss you, right? Now, for those of you that are not together, this person still misses you. And they really want to get their life on track. They want everything to be balanced, basically. Okay, I'm just going to lay all of these cards out. I've got the Ace of Swords, I've got the 3 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, wow, Page of Wands, King of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. That's huge, Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Swords. Look at that. They don't want to be hurt anymore. They just don't want to feel like they are left out or hurt or everything's like vanished. They don't want to feel that way. They don't want to feel like they have been just left on the ground for the birds. You know what I mean? They don't want to feel like that. Sorry, was that a bit too graphic to describe? You know how this person has just been left, you know? Left. no one's come to check up on this person, clearly, and they've just been left and they're just so hurt. This person definitely doesn't want to feel that way. It's almost like they do feel very alone in a lot of things. And it's possible that they might have done this to themselves by maybe even pushing people away. Okay, so if you're in a situation with this person where you've tried to be there for this person and they've just kind of done it to themselves, please don't blame yourself. Okay, they will learn and they will grow out of it, and then they will really, I feel, pursue you in so many ways. I mean, the fact that you've got here the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the King of Swords shows a very strong pursuing energy with those three particular suits that we have, right? The King of Swords is wanting communication. So I feel like this person, A, they miss you, right, which we picked up very early on. B, they want to really communicate a lot with you and give you a lot of clarity and honesty, truth, a lot of truth, which to be honest is honesty as well. And it's almost like they want to make things right in time. What I sense right now, okay, so whenever you're watching this, timeless reading, remember, is that they just need a bit of time to adjust to this and to understand themselves, because we have the Three of Wands, which shows this kind of energy of them needing to be alone to realise and understand this whole situation. They need time, right, to be able to understand, like, okay, well, here's what I need to work on. It doesn't always just come ASAP, but they're also thinking that in time they want to be able to come forward and to express things to you, maybe ask you out, or become exclusive, or get to know you more, or go out and do certain things. And then hopefully that can lead to something really beautiful. Because I feel like they've had their eye on you for a while, but things may not have gone to plan. I feel like things haven't gone to plan necessarily. But it also shows that they are dealing with quite a lot of these things. This could be their own fears, you know, that what if I end up alone again? Or what if things don't go to plan and I get hurt? It seems to me like their own fears are what's hurting them currently, right now. Their fears are actually what's blocking them currently. Like, they don't even realise sometimes that their fears are stronger than what's actually happening in life. And it's very common that that happens, which is why fear can attract fear, and fear in itself can stop, you know, all these amazing things happening. So trust me when I say that this person really wants to get their life much more balanced. They don't want fear to rule their thoughts and their emotions. They definitely don't want that. If anything, they want to become much, much stronger within themselves. They want to feel better within themselves, and they also want to, in time, what I see is they really want to pursue you and take things further. Right? That's what they're thinking. They have a little plan in their mind, that's for sure, but they're also wanting to balance their finances, and finances are quite high on their mind right now in their agenda, because we do have the Six of Pentacles, which is about really wanting to balance out those finances. They feel that stability is very important also to take forward into a relationship and a connection, which is why they feel like they need to be more financially stable and successful. Even with the Page of Pentacles, that shows here an element of finances. It also shows an element of how that connects to a connection and a relationship. Now, I know we have the Queen of Pentacles there, but whether it's a queen or a king, I read energies in tarot, not specifically genders, so it's a very gender neutral reading. All of my readings are gender neutral, just thought I would mention that. But, you know, the Wheel of Fortune here is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is about wealth, abundance, success. So again, it shows that they really want to become much more stable in their finances before they 100% commit to something long term. Okay, so that is something that I'm really seeing them think a lot about. And for those of you that are perhaps already in committed connections with someone, they're still thinking very highly of their finances, and they don't feel 100% satisfied or complete until the financial sort of element of things is exactly where they want it to be. And that's a work in progress. Okay, it's always going to be a work in progress, unless someone wins the lottery, which, you know, is very, very rare. I'm just saying. So it is going to be a work in progress. The financial situation is usually always a work in progress, you know, throughout our lives. Some people are just very, very lucky that they can, you know, get exactly what they want when they want it, but it's always a work in progress for the most part. That being said, I do actually see here a promotion or an increase in finances coming as well, so, you know, that's a good thing. I mean, I have seen that here with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, it is going to get better, their financial situation, it is going to balance out, but I also do see here a promotion. But I just want to say that it's not going to all just magically appear all at once and go into a bank account. You know, it is something that is a work in progress, so even though it's a promotion, you know, it's a step forward each time. So that's what I'm thinking. Sorry, that's what I'm thinking in regards to what they're thinking. There we go. And we do need 2 more cards, but I keep thinking about this Page of Wands as well. Should we talk about this Page of Wands for a second? Let me get my thoughts in order in regards to this. It's almost like it's a reading where I'm thinking what they're thinking, right? So the spirit guides are really pointing this towards the fact that they really find you very, like, attractive, physically attractive, right? There's a spark there. And also this is about interactions, and it is about doing more activities, like going out, having fun, or even grabbing something, right? So that's what I'm seeing here in regards to what they're thinking. They definitely want to do sort of more things with you. That's something that I am picking up on as well. And the King of Swords again shows that they want to take action, they want to pursue you, they want to give you that communication. So expect more communication from this person, and that's something that I am seeing. They want to break the cycle here, and when you've got the 10 with the 10, right? The Wheel of Fortune is number 10 in the major arcanas. And then this 10 of Swords is also about breaking the cycle and not feeling any more pain than what they felt. So it is about, you know, I don't want to feel the 10 of Swords ever again. That's also what they're thinking as well. They just don't want to feel like this. Also, 5s in tarot are about change. So even though they can feel extremely lonely and left alone, they don't want to feel that for the rest of their life. So they are going to change that. And the Wheel of Fortune here shows that change, right? The wheel turns and abundance comes. They just don't want to feel like that forever and ever and ever and ever. So abundance will come in time. That's the good news. But the Page of Wands shows that they want to do more with you. They want to interact with you more. They want to go to fun places. Maybe there's a place actually that sort of resonates with you and resonates with them. And it's almost like, oh, you know, you like this particular place. Like, let's go there and do something. It's almost like they're thinking about you and also what you would like to do. So they're not completely excluding you and just thinking about themselves. They are thinking about you, and they're thinking, oh, you know, this person, maybe they would like that particular place because they seem like the kind of person that would. So they are thinking about you on quite a strong level. It just depends. Take the messages that resonate with you based on the kind of connection that you have with this person. Because for some of you, you know, you've known this person for a while. For others of you, this may be a crush or someone that you've just been eyeing up for a while. You know what I mean? Not in I don't want to say that in a bad way, like eyeing up, but like, you know, looking at this person for a while. But they want to definitely do more with you, like interact with you more and perhaps do something fun or grab coffee or tea or cake or whatever it is that, you know, it is. But it's going to be different for every person, but it's like they're going to think of you. So for those of you that have a connection with this person, they know you quite well, they're going to think, okay, well, this person really likes this, so let's go to this place. But for those of you that don't know this person as well and they don't know you as well, they might think, okay, well, maybe they might like this, you know, maybe they might like that. So they're thinking about your needs. They're not just being selfish. That's what I'm genuinely seeing, is that they're actually thinking about you and what you'd like to do. They're not just thinking about themselves. So again, I had to sort of reiterate that because regardless of the kind of situation you're in with this person, they are thinking about you. And with that being said, let's go for these last 2 cards. Sorry, I know I had to repeat that part sort of twice, but I just wanted you guys to sort of know where I'm coming from in regards to that particular message. Ooh, look at that. I just got really excited about the Judgment card. You know why? Because Judgment shows transformations, changes. You accepting or rejecting, right? A decision, your choice. there you go. I knew that Page of Wands had a strong meaning because the Page to the Knight also shows progression and growth. Look at how they're going to come towards you. That's how they want to come towards you. They want to run towards you. I'm just saying. They're going to gallop towards you at this rate. On their horse, of course. Judgment, being ruled by Pluto, is all about transformations. It's about changes. It's about, you know, the situation transforming for the better. It's like music to your ears, especially since you've got so many musical notes here as well. You know, the angels are trying to protect this connection. They're trying to make it happen step by step rather than rushing it and then bits being sort of not quite right in between. It's like building a bridge. You want to make sure that that bridge is built perfectly. Otherwise, it would collapse, right? It just wouldn't work. And it's worthwhile, that bridge taking a little bit extra time, but for it to be built perfectly and well, so that it's stable, right? Not being rushed to the point where as soon as one person goes on it, the bridge would collapse. The bridge just has to be built well. And that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so judgment here is about your angels and your guides protecting you so that the connection is built well, step by step, rather than completely rushed and then it just collapsing. We don't want that. We don't want things to collapse. So that's what this person's also thinking. Okay, they want things to go step by step so that it all just doesn't collapse all of a sudden. And more so importantly, that they don't feel under the pressure and then things just fall apart. They want things truly to work out, you know, in a good order, especially with this Three of Wands. Take things slowly but surely, step by step, especially with these pages that we have here, right? Especially the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands, step by step. They want to interact, go out to places, and then maybe do some form of adventure. This could also be travel. But in time, right in time, not necessarily like right this second, in time. And explore more with you, do more with you, talk to you more, get to know you more. Even if you've known this person for a while, you can always there's always room for progression. I think that's the really beautiful thing, is that this person just wants to get to know you more, wants to talk to you more, explore more with you. Your likes, your dislikes, your hobbies, your goals. And they also want to understand themselves and also become more financially stable. Okay, so that is the big reading that I'm seeing in regards to what they're thinking. Group number 2, if this resonates with you, please let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And definitely do check out the description box below for all the information I mentioned, you know, bracelets, which is upside down actually, bracelets, the embroidered card, all that stuff is on Etsy. But yeah, private paid readings, free reading giveaway, all that stuff is also in the description box below. I hope you have, you know, a lovely day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. And group number 2, definitely do take care. Don't forget to subscribe, you know, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And now I'm going to move on to group number 3. Okay, so I'm just going to take this away. Alright, group number 3. What are they thinking? What are they thinking? Let's have a look and see what are they thinking, because I think it's very important for us to know, and sometimes, you know, we just want to know. So I think let's get started, and I'm going to do a 12 card spread for you using the Rider-Waite deck. Let's just begin, right? Let's just begin. What is this person thinking? So this is someone romantic. Okay, let's see what this person is thinking. What are they thinking in general? In general. Oh boy. Oh wow. 4 of Wands. Do you want to build not a snowman. Do you want to build a house, a castle, a place of stability, a cottage? Oh my gosh, I keep a flat. I keep seeing all these like buildings come into my mind, and to me, a bungalow. Oh wow, it's just coming into my mind now. A hut, an igloo, I really feel like this person envisions you and them and a home. Whatever your style of home is, that's what I'm seeing. Because, you know, the Four of Wands, it showcases this homely environment, but it also showcases a foundation and four walls. And those four walls, to me, I always think about the four walls of a home and stability around us. And that's what I'm seeing. So the first thing that came into my mind was, do you want to build a snowman? From Frozen. But it's almost like, no, it's not a snowman. It's a home. A home, a place where you would stay, you know, whether that's a flat or a house or whatever it is that they're thinking in their mind. But it's different for everyone, right? Not everybody is going to want to live in a flat, and not everybody can live in a flat, and not everybody wants to live in a home, because not everybody can, you know, live in like a proper house. You know, it's different as per location and people's preferences. So please take this as it resonates. But it's almost like this person is thinking it would be really nice to have a home or a place to live with you. That's what I'm seeing in my mind. So I know that messages were all over the place at the beginning when I started this reading, but I promise we are going to get into it properly. Four of Wands. They definitely see a future with you. Like, they really, really do. Whether they have 100% communicated this to you yet or not, it's very different, again, as per everyone's situation. But they, in their mind, they definitely see you as the kind of person that they could have a home with and share a home with. Okay, so that's what we've got right there. King of Swords. Whew. Wow, right? King of Swords is all about honesty and loyalty and trust, and this person really trusts you a lot. I mean, why else would they see the two of you being able to be together and live together in that sense? Like, that's huge, right? It also shows union. So this person really has you on the forefront of their mind as someone that they could live with and be with and have a deep connection with on such a spiritual level and emotional level, physical level. Union, joy, happiness, they are attracted to you for sure. There's huge amounts of attraction there. You've got one person blue, another one in red. It's like a magnet, right? The red and the blue bit just attract. So that's what we've got right there. That King of Swords is so powerful on so many levels. So many levels, because it just shows that it's almost like they just know that you are someone so special to them. And they're also thinking, I feel good. There you go. See, this is about them wanting movement with you, wanting to take things further, progressing things with you, pursuing things. I feel like this person does love you. Really, I see that. I see that. I see it. I feel it. I'm speechless. Okay, first of all, right, they see you as a potential partner. This person loves you. This person has care for you deep down, right? They want to communicate with you more. That's what they're thinking. They want to make things work. They want to progress more towards you. They have strong feelings. They want to be more honest and loyal and kind and dedicated to you with these two energies. They emotionally have a lot of feelings towards you that they have never felt towards anyone else. They just feel it's almost like they feel very vulnerable in that sense. And they think that's so strong because they've never felt like that anywhere else at any other point. Even though we've got two knights here, we've got a king and a queen, I just want to mention that I do read energies in tarot, not genders. So my readings are always very gender neutral. But this just shows how much you have, in a sense, made them feel very open within themselves. They want to be able to express a lot more and tell you a lot more. That's definitely something that's coming through with these sword and cup energies, especially with the Knight of Cups. They want to be able to express a lot more to you and also tell you and show you exactly how they want to pursue you and take things forward. They want to make it so much more well known to you. Wow. Three of Cups is not necessarily a bad card. I know that everyone just looks at this card and they think, oh my gosh, is that another person? Oh my gosh, is that a third party? Oh my gosh, what does that mean? It doesn't, okay? The Three of Cups is also a very exciting card because it's about socializing, it's about having fun. And that's what I'm seeing here, is that this is about them wanting to have fun with you, you know, get to know you more, to do more things with you. Even if you've known this person for a while, you can always get to know someone even more. There's always things that we don't know about someone. I know that sounds really scary at times, but it is true. We always learn about people. We always learn about ourselves. Imagine that, right? We always learn more and more about ourselves. This person wants to learn much more about you. They want to spend more time with you. They want to do more things with you. They want to go out with you more. Right? And they also want to romantically express their intentions towards you. Three of Cups is not always bad. They want to also express the lessons that they've learned. They want to be vulnerable with you and express a lot of this through communication, as we see with the sword cards, but also through emotions. They feel a bond. That's for sure. They feel a very nurturing bond with you. That's what they're thinking. And they feel like that is the characteristic of a strong potential partner and partner in general. So not only do they feel that way, but they also see you in that way, which is why they see you as someone that's on the same sort of wavelength as them. Page to the Knight to the King just shows the amount of progression that I'm seeing here. They want to do much more with you. They want to communicate with you more. They want to give you more. They want to do more. And that's what I'm seeing with these three sword cards here. The King of Wands shows that they're extremely attracted towards you. They want to pursue you. They want to take things further. They want to show you that loyalty, dedication. They want to do creative things. That's what I'm seeing. This is a leadership role. It's almost like they're thinking, you know, let's progress things more, let's take things further, and then let's build, right? Let's build. Let's put those ones together. Wow. You know, we've got so much blue in these cards and so much red. So the red here shows so much passion. It shows so much fire, so much desire and intent. Not just passion in regards to, you know, the physical attraction and things like that, but actually to make things work. To build things, right? There's that passion to build things and to go forward. And then you've got the blue, which represents the throat chakra, but it also represents peace and honesty, as my stomach is literally rumbling. I'm hungry for this. They are hungry for this. You know, that's the kind of energy that you're going to feel and they are going to feel, where their throat chakra is open. They want to communicate more. They want to take things further and do things more with their words, right? So they're going to communicate that to you through their throat, their words, their communication, but also their intent and their desire to build things, to take things further, the passion for it. That spark is very much so there as well. Let's see what these four cards bring us. Nine of Pentacles, see? Wow. Okay, we got a bonus card here. They are not giving up, okay? This is challenges, obstacles, struggles, and through that, they are continuing to move. They are not giving up on you. They do not plan on giving up on you. They're thinking that they don't want to give up, all right? So that is a very, very strong energy. And through disagreements or arguments, which, trust me, happen in every connection, they want to resolve. And that's what this card here is showcasing. Nine of Pentacles, and also got the Eight of Pentacles, working very, very hard to get to your energy, working very, very hard, again, to try and maybe prove things to you. But also, this is about building things. What do they want to do? They want to build things with you, right? Do you want to build a home? That's just the way I'm going to put it now. Nine of Pentacles, that's your energy. They are so, so, so in awe of your energy, the way you carry yourself, the way you do things, how loyal and kind and giving and sharing you are. They want to build with you. See this 8 to the 9 of Pentacles, they also feel much stronger within themselves than before. They understand themselves a lot more and what they want, which is why now they are fighting for this. They're going for this. They're thinking that, you know, I want this to happen and I'm going to put my all into it. That's what I'm seeing. Four of Swords, and the Two of Cups. I also did say that blue is the colour of peace, right? Peace. They're not running away from this. They're not hiding under a rock. They're facing everything head on, like the Seven of Wands. They're fighting for it. The Four of Swords here shows peace, right? They're not fighting away from it. They're acknowledging these swords. They're acknowledging their feelings. They're living in their feelings. They're taking care of themselves, right? They have that action and intent in their mind. They're not running. They're acknowledging, and they're staying in that energy, and that shows true power. Okay, so they're definitely a lot more at peace than ever before. And that's why things here are working in a much better direction. That's why they're wanting to take action towards things, is because this is how they also feel. And then you've got the Two of Cups. They want to be with you. They want to build with you. They want to be on the same page and the same wavelength. You've got an angel here, which shows a spiritual connection. And they really do love you. I really see that. This person loves you. They want to do more with you and build more with you and take things to the next level. And that 2 to 3 here shows the celebration. There it is. This is what they're thinking. Wow, wow, wow. Group number 3. Yeah, group number 3. Celebration. Some form of celebration. They want to celebrate something with you here and build with you as well. This person loves you. Okay, that's what they're thinking. I feel like they're going to definitely come forward with it a lot more as well as time progresses. So this is your reading, group number 3. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also do comment down below as well. And do check out, the description box below for all the information that I mentioned, from, the embroidered cards and my bracelets, which are on Etsy, the private paid readings, free reading giveaway, which is also in the description box below. I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, I hope you take care, for sure. Bye!